All right, guys, so I usually don't do sports topics unless there's some type of political angle to it. But I can't help myself today as I cannot pass up the opportunity to bust up LeBron James a little bit because he deserves it, right? Because he's so soft, right? He's so soft. He's Charmin ultra soft, okay? So I gotta bust him up. And also, I mean, it's Thanksgiving. The political topics are slow. So I'm just gonna talk about this, okay? As LeSnitch trends after LeBron James gets a Pacers fan ejected for allegedly going too far heckling. So yes, you read that right. Queen James, right, got a fan ejected because the fan was saying mean things to him, right? And LeBron James said that the fan crossed the line. And I'm just like, boy, oh boy, oh boy. How many times can this man embarrass himself over and over and over and over and over again, okay? Now, this comes as LeBron, I think it was his first game back after being suspended. After he had hit Isaiah Stewart in the face, I think with an elbow or something like that. He struck him. Now, LeBron James said it was on accident, but there was a lot of bleeding that resulted, right? The guy on the Pistons. And they were about to fight, right? It was about to be a brawl, right? They was about to square up on the court, right? And I don't think LeBron James would have won, okay? I think LeBron would have lost. I don't think LeBron got too much experience in a fight, right? With a fist fight, okay? I mean, LeBron James looks tough, but I don't think he's actually as tough as he looks. But who knows? I could be wrong. But regardless, LeSnitch is trending because he got a fan ejected for the game for talking mean to him, right? For saying mean things to him. So let's read about this because this right here, man, is just embarrassing in my opinion. LeBron James has been known as the king, the chosen one, the Akron Hammer. But on Wednesday night, he was dubbed by some NBA fans as LeSnitch. The LA Lakers star sent two Pacers fans home early from the Gainbridge Fieldhouse after they allegedly said something to James that may have gone too far. James called referees and security over to eject the two fans from their courtside seats during the overtime period. All right, so I would play the video, okay, but I'm going to get a copyright hit for it if I play it, so I'm just not going to, just to make my life easier. The video's all over the place. If you want to watch the video, I'm going to link to the article. The article, I believe, has the video in it, so if you want to watch it, you can go to this article. But basically in the video, it is pathetic. LeBron James basically gets the referee, goes over to the ref, right, and is like, Daddy, this fan over here said something mean to me. So he walks the referee all the way over to the fan and points at the fan, right? Here she is, Daddy. Can you please kick her out of the game? She said something mean to me. That's literally what happened. And I'm just like, bruh, this is embarrassing. Let's read a little bit more here. Quote, there's a difference between cheering on your home faithful, booing opponents, not wanting your opponents to be successful, and then there's moments where it gets out of line with obscene gestures and words, James told reporters after getting the 124-116 victory. That shouldn't be tolerated in our game from nobody. I would never say it to a fan, and a fan should never say it to a player. All right, so this is the unidentified fan for right now who got kicked out. And you can see she's obviously making a fake, like, you know, sad face, crying face after she got kicked out for saying mean things to LeBron James. Now, you know, here's the thing, man. I want to know exactly what she said, okay? Because I'm of the opinion that when you are a public figure, right? You're an athlete, you're in politics, you're a celebrity, entertainer, whatever, right? You got to understand that you're going to have people that don't necessarily like you, right? That's going to say mean things to you, okay? And this fan was sitting courtside. So I imagine that they paid a whole lot of money for them tickets, right? They paid a whole lot of money for them tickets. And in my opinion, right, the fans heckling players is a part of the experience. It's a part of what they pay for, right? They pay to have the experience of being at a game and, talking junk to the players. Now, does that mean that they should be saying racial slurs, okay, or stuff like that? Probably not, okay? Now, I do think if they say something like that, I still think it's kind of weak for an athlete to like be mad and upset about it. But LeBron James is not even going as far as to say that this person said a racial slur or anything like that, right? He's just saying that it was an obscene gesture and words. Like, what do you mean? Did she say F you? Was it anything worse than what LeBron James said itself when he was in the process of snitching, right? Because allegedly LeBron James said, quote, "This one right effing here," right? When trying to snitch on the fan. He used an obscenity himself, right? While he's snitching on the fan for using obscenities. You can't make this up. Did she call him the B word, right? I guarantee she probably called him the B word, right? That's probably what it was. Or she probably called him a kitty cat. You guys know what I mean, right? She probably called him something like that. Something that every dude in the world has been called at some point in their life by somebody else, okay? Did she say something about China? Okay, did she say something about Nike, right? Like, what did she say? Because if you're going to get the fan kicked out of the game, right, when they paid a lot of money for them tickets, I'm pretty sure those tickets probably cost thousands of dollars. They weren't cheap. I want to know what she said, right? What did the fans say to warrant them being kicked out of the game? You just can't come up here and say that, she said something obscene, right? Like, you can't just say that. I want to know what they said. Because if I'm this fan, I would be pissed, right? I would be pissed, Because, again, in my opinion, I think it's fair game for fans to be able to say whatever they want to say. To a certain extent. Now, again, if they're saying, like, really off-the-wall stuff, again, like racial slurs, calling them the N-word, stuff like that, obviously that stuff shouldn't be tolerated. But, like I said, that's not what LeSnitch is saying happened, right? It's very vague in terms of what he's saying that she actually said. But regardless, I feel like, to a certain extent, that's just kind of part of the game. Like, if a fan is talking junk, you know what you do? You talk junk back to them, right? And you bust a three in their face and keep talking more junk, right? That's how you do it. That's kind of part of the atmosphere. That's what makes the atmosphere great, right? That's what makes it great. That's what makes it fun, right? It should be fun for the players and the fans to go back and forth with each other, right? That's what makes sports awesome. But sports has been so watered down, right, in terms of how soft a lot of these players are, and the league in general, in terms of how they play, all this other stuff, social justice. Again, you can't have that anymore, right? And it's really a shame. This is why I don't even go to NBA games, right? I mean, listen, guys, I, scroll on my comment section, right? I'm not LeBron James, obviously, right? But I kind of have a little bit of experience, right, with the whole public figure thing, right? This is new to me, but I'm just saying, when I see mean comments, you know what I do? I laugh. Some of them I like, right? I'll even go in some of the comments that I see for you guys, where people are saying mean things to me. I'll just like it, right? I'll give them a little favorite, right? I'll respond. I'll say LOL. Why? Because I think it's hilarious, right? Because I know that at the end of the day, people are entitled to their opinions, right? People can come on my videos and they can say whatever they want. And that's their free speech. I'm not going to block their comment. I'm not going to moderate their comment. I'm not going to delete it. I'm not going to do any of that stuff. I'm going to let people say what they want to say, right? Because I believe in that. And somebody of LeBron James' status to get a fan kicked out of the game simply because they said something obscene, right, without actually explaining what they said, I think is weak, right? I think is low of LeBron James. But again, LeBron James has been lower than this, so I'm not surprised. But anyways, LeSnitch started trending, okay, on Twitter. Brian Mazik says, I love it. This is how players should handle these situations. Anybody calling him LeSnitch is a idiot. Streets codes don't belong in professional environments, and he smoked them with huge shots. Okay, yeah, that's fine, but I think you can call him a snitch because that's what he is. He's a snitch. Like, who does that, right? Who goes and points out fans and be like, oh, go kick him out of the game. Get him out. I don't want him in the game. They said something mean to me, right? So, yeah, they got people calling him LeSnitch. This guy's laughing because it's hilarious. They're having fun with it, right? Because it's probably hilarious, and what they said was probably hilarious. Skip Bayless definitely probably had fun with this. And, yes, we'll definitely talk about the LeSnitch incident that happened at tonight's game in Minneapolis. Oh, man. The woman pretended to be crying while she walked out. It wasn't exactly clear what she said. James was playing in his first game back since a one-game suspension. He was disciplined for striking Detroit Pistons center Isaiah Stewart in the eye. The Lakers star said after Wednesday's game, he didn't think he deserved the suspension. Of course, he doesn't think he deserved the suspension, right? LeBron James, in his world, says, I don't deserve to be suspended for striking somebody in the eye and they bleeding all over the place, right? I don't deserve to be suspended for that. But fans deserve to be kicked out of the game for saying mean things to me. Mean things I can't say out loud. I won't tell you, but just trust me. They said something mean. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. LeBron James is an embarrassment, man. He really is. But, hey, it is what it is. It looks to me like the Lakers and LaQueen won't be coming anywhere near the championship this year if they continue to play the way they're playing. I think they need to worry more about actually playing the game, right, than what fans are saying on the court. Maybe they would have a better record, right? But, hey, what do I know? Okay, I'm just some dude on the internet. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.